tonight. Right now, a federal judge is considering whether to block a new Minnesota law banning AI nudification technology. It allows anyone to create realistic sexual images of people without their consent. Elon Musk's company, xAI, is at the center of the legal battle. Here's Jessica.
A new Minnesota law is at the heart of debate inside a St. Paul federal courtroom. Elon Musk's company, xAI, sued Minnesota days before its AI nudification law went into effect on August 1st.
What we don't want is people being depicted naked when they have not been naked, and then that's shared out with everybody else.
DFL Senator Erin Quaid is one of the bill's authors.
The consequences of this nudification technology are vast.
The law bans using AI to create realistic sexual images of people without their consent. Robert Dunn argued on behalf of xAI and says the state's new law is too broad and restricts free speech.
AI doesn't have First Amendment rights. There is no person there. There is no expression in the automated function of an algorithm.
Dunn says consent is a big issue. Language, he says, is not included in state statute, which means xAI would be punished for images even if they were created consensually. He says xAI would be liable for users who violate the new law and could be fined up to $500,000, and says people might create images of themselves because they don't like Musk.
So if they don't want people to gamify it, then they shouldn't give people the tools to make child sexual abuse material and image-based sexual violence.
Quaid says her bill goes after the tool that creates the images. Dunn argued the state could have used similar language in its revenge porn and non-consensual deepfake dissemination laws. Quaid, along with Molly Kelly, who spoke publicly about the harms of altered AI images, say those laws are predicated on the image already existing. Disseminating it makes it criminal.
Here, what the law does is prohibits people from altering images or videos to reveal intimate parts that weren't revealed. The harm is in the creation.
The harm here is at creation of. So it's not fair or it's not accurate to say that there are existing laws that prevent this problem. Those laws that exist are complementary and they address a completely different problem.
But the problem that brought them to court will be left up to a judge who will decide which side is right. In Minneapolis, Jessica Hart, KARE 11 News.
The judge says he will let all the attorneys know on Monday on when he will have a decision. He says this case will be fast-tracked, but didn't give an indication on when he'll have a ruling. Minnesota lawmakers almost unanimously passed this legislation. Quaid says about a dozen other states are working on similar bills. We'll be right back.